Hello students, welcome to ATC. In this video, we will see about Chomsky normal form, CNF. A CFG which is ambiguous cannot be used for implementation. So a grammar must be refined and ambiguity must be eliminated. So such a grammar we call it as normal form, and the most popular normal form is Chomsky normal form. A CFG is said to be in CNF if R, that means nothing but the rules of the production, contains rules of the form A determining BC or A determining A. That means A determining BC. So I have to have two variables. Okay, Chomsky normal form has the production of the form A gives BC. So two variables I should have on the right hand side, or I should have one symbol or one terminal on the right hand side. Okay, so where ABC are the variables and A is the input symbol. And given any grammar, all undesirable productions are eliminated in the following order. So epsilon productions first we have to remove, and then unit productions we have to eliminate, and then useless productions have to be eliminated. Okay. So let's go with one question. Convert the grammar into CNF. They have given S determining ASA or B, then B determining BBC or BB, then C determining CC or epsilon. Okay, so we have to go with the order epsilon first, then unit, and then useless productions. So in the elimination of this epsilon productions, let us first check out which is the nullable value here. Okay, so which is the nullable value here? C deriving epsilon. Okay, so I'm writing here value. Nullable value is that is C determining epsilon, and just check out whether C directly, whether it is appearing in either S or B here. No, as such it is not appearing. So what we have to do, we will just take each of the productions here and then try to make C as epsilon. So the new productions will be after eliminating epsilon productions. So the new productions we will write here. So the new productions will be, first let me write S now. S determining, first I will write ASA as such. Okay, or B. So since it does not have any C, I'm writing it as it is. Okay, now what is the next thing we have to do? We will have to check B. So B determining, I will write B, B, C. Okay, or now I will make C as epsilon. So I'm left with B, B here. And what is the other production they have given? They have given DB itself. So, okay, anyway, once it is written, fine. Now I will come to C. C deriving, I will first write C as it is, or now if I make C as epsilon, I'm left with the terminal small c. So I'm left with small c. This is small c, this is capital C. So these are the productions we get after eliminating the epsilon productions. Now what is the next thing we have? Okay, next we have to eliminate all the unit productions. So how do we know unit productions? Okay, now if you look at the grammar what we have finalized, I mean, like, after removing epsilon productions, we have this productions. Okay, so in this unit production means B. Okay, so check the dependency graph for unit production. So in the dependency graph with the unit production, I have S and B, correct? So look at this, S and B. B is nowhere connected with B is connected with C, but with B, okay, directly I'm connected with S itself. This is the only unit production I have. So I am checking out with where it is to be connected. So S is deriving B, correct? This is the only unit production I have. So I will substitute the value of B wherever B is there in S production here. Okay, so the productions will be the resultant production after eliminating this unit production. Okay, so that means S deriving B is there, no? That I can write it as, S deriving, what is B? Okay, that is B, we have checked in the previous one. It is BBC or BB. Please always use the new productions. Do not just compare it with the original question. Okay, so you have to compare, you have to look into this one. So it is BBC or BB. So it is BBC or BB. Okay, this is only for S determining B here. Okay, so final productions, that means the new productions after eliminating unit productions. Okay, so new productions will be, first let me write S determining ASA, or now this is the one for B, correct? So it is BBC or BB. Then B we will write it as, in the previous one we will have seen BBC or BB, BBC or BB, and then C will be, let us see what we have written, C or C here. Okay, so it will be small c followed by capital C or small c. Okay, so these are the productions after eliminating the unit production. The next one is useless productions. We have to check whether we have any non-generating symbol. So the first one is non-generating symbols. We have to check non-generating symbols. Non-generating symbols. Okay, non-generating symbols means from that symbol whether a string is generated. So ASA, okay, now look at this one. ASA or BBC or BB, anyway one string is generated from S. Okay, from B, yes, I have BB, at least this is generated. Okay, this is capital C, this is capital C. So from C again I'm generating a string, so no problem. So non-generating symbols, nil. I don't have any non-generating symbol. Then let us check the non-reachable symbol. Okay, non-reachable symbol. Non-reachable symbols, let us just check them out. Okay, so what are the things we have here is S, B and C. These are the variables we have, no? So S, from S, are we reaching to B? Yes, we are reaching to B here. Okay, we are reaching to B, and one second guys. Yeah, I think I saw the original question. I mean, I shouldn't have done it. So here, these are the productions we have. S determining ASA, BBC and BB, correct? So it is not at all reaching B, capital B. Okay, so this we replace with the new productions, no? So it is not reaching B. Okay, look at this. S is reaching to capital C, but it is not reaching capital B at all here. Okay, so this is fine. S is reaching to C, but S is not reaching to B. So B has to be eliminated. B has to be eliminated. Okay, so this is one non-reachable symbol. So what are the new productions we have got is, I'm writing it here. So new productions and the the productions after all the undesirable productions removal. So the new productions will be S determining ASA or BBC or BB, and then C determining CC or C. Okay. So now we have got the final productions here, and these have to be converted to Chomsky normal form. And as you know, CNF has to have the form A determining BC or A determining A here. That means on the right hand side, we should have either two variables or one terminal here. Okay, so I will write the final productions again here. S determining ASA, ASA or BBC or BB, and then we have C determining CC or small c here. Okay, and what we do now here is we will try substituting some of the values, and then we will make it into this format. Okay, now I will take the first one. Okay, I will take the first one, the first production, that is S determining A S A or B B capital C or B. So how I can substitute the values? I can replace it with anything else as such. Okay, so this A, I will just make this as P, and these two I will take it as Q. So that means I will get S determining PQ, two variables. Okay, and then I will take these two as R, and this I can consider it as T. Anything you can do it. Okay, so they look like, okay, um, two variables, and then B as such, B, I'm making this as see, one second. Yeah, I will just write it again here. I will write it again. So the first one what we have here is S determining S A S A or B B C or B. So we will try to substitute some variables for the given productions. Okay, let me make A as P. Let me make A as P and SA as Q here. Similarly, here I will make B as PQR I will make, and this BC as T I will make. PQRSS anyway is a start symbol, so I will take the next the letter T. Okay, so and then BB, so two terminals are there. So B anyway I made it as R, no? So two R's I will make. So they look like, okay, S determining PQ, okay, or RT or RR. Okay, but we also should write what is P. Now what is P here? P is nothing but one terminal, no? A. Fine. Now what about Q? Okay, look at Q. What is Q? It is S, A, small a. Okay, one is variable, the other one is terminal. So this can be written as yes, what is a P? So it can be written as SP. Okay, I think it is clear now. So Q is over PQR. So what is R? R is nothing but small b, one terminal, fine. Now T is nothing but B capital C. So B capital C, again one non-terminal, one terminal. So this can be written as B. What is B? R. So we can write it as R C here. Okay, so this is fine. One we are done with. Same way we will have to go with the second one also, second production. So what is the second production we have? We have the second production C determining CC or C. Okay, if you look at the previous one here. So C determining CC or C. Okay, so again we will try check out with the same thing. So C and C, small c, capital C. So small c I can make it into substitute into a different variable. So PQRSTU, I think I can make it to U. So UC, and this we can leave it as it is. Okay. So what are the productions I get here? I get C as UC or C, small c, and U I can replace with small c. So finally, this will be my final normalized productions. Okay, so we can write it as resultant grammar S determining PQ, or I think you can look into this PQ or RT or RR, PQ or RT or RR, and then we have what is P? P is nothing but A, P determining A, and then we have Q determining, what is Q? Q is nothing but SP, okay? So Q determining SP, capital S and P, R is determining B, and then we have T is nothing but RC, and then we had C determining UC or small c. Okay, sometimes what happens, because you're so very used to that, you made it small c as capital U. So here also you tend to write this as capital U. No, because this is a terminal itself. It's a small letter c. So you can leave it as terminal itself. Okay, so C as UC or C, and what is capital U? Capital U is nothing but small c. So this is the refined and grammar, that is CNF productions.